Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. I'm going to get straight into it. It was great to see Dublin Airport. I would play the music, but it is simply the best, and we would get into copyright issues if we were to play it. But Dublin Airport yesterday, when Celtic landed, said that the Celts are here, and there's the plane landing with the players, and to the sounds of Simply the Best. Got to say, it's a few of the younger lads travelled over, which will be exciting for them. Welcome to Ireland, boys, but comes with a bit of controversy. The Celtic fans aren't too happy. Celtic did put out, I think yesterday, said Captain Callum McGregor has reminded the supporters ahead of Tuesday's opener in Ireland to watch all pre-season. I'm going to get this bit. We'll do this. Where is it? Well, only on Celtic player. Watch your. Let's get Callum. Yeah, and that is like a red rag to a bull. Whoever, well, we know who's behind the Celtic player app at Celtic, but they could have said something else, couldn't they? Let's go through some of the comments because quite a lot of the fans aren't happy. Tell me in the comments, are you happy with the way that pre-season is going? We're only a week, 2 weeks into pre-season, really. Don't know. This is what our second Monday, is it? Yeah, it's only the second or so Monday. It's fine. Still plenty of time to go yet. Don't get your knickers in a twist, as they say. Not watching. I'm assuming his message was buy more things, peasants. We know better than you, and you can go and yourself. Back the team and sack the board. I don't. A serious question, and this is a serious question, because there is no one leaving the board anytime soon. And if they do leave the board, should we be carrying on with the sack the board campaign this season? Full season under Martin O'Neill, straight from the start of the season. Should we be maintaining the sack the board campaign? Because if we do manage to get anyone off the board, and it's not going to happen, anyone of any significance, like Michael Nicholson, Chris Mackay, they're not leaving Celtic. We know that Michael Nicholson is being elected to the SPFL board for next season. If someone was to leave, it's Dermot Desmond that's picking them. So it's a very difficult situation. So there's a serious question. Should we be maintaining the sack the board campaign this year? And Firestick CSC not getting another penny. Desmond out. There's the goal. That's it. Someone that gets it. How about you start putting right the wrongs of multiple windows and years and start actually signing quality players? Then I might think about signing up again. Until then, you're not getting another penny out of me. Hopefully, we see a few anti-Dermot Desmond banners at the Shelbourne game. Pepsi Phil CSC says, I have a reminder to you that the transfer window is indeed open. Celtic are making moves in the transfer window. We will talk about that in a minute, but I want to run through some more of the comments. Tim67 says, Celtic fans have a reminder also, sack the board. Guys, cooked, man. Age catches up with the best of us. I'm not too sure. He cannot be arsed advertising the club. His face says it all. He knows the fans are being fleeced. Dan says, held at gunpoint. He knows the hypocrisy of this shit. When there is no head of recruitment, no head of football operations, and no 5-year plan, no communications, and no players. Does Captain Callum McGregor, says Zin, have a reminder for the board ahead of the new season? Sign some players. Declan says, please come and watch, even though the old Zionists are dumber and dumber have let us down again. Shut the up, Callum. I thought he wanted the club to match his ambitions. Your ambitions are a 33-year-old free transfer and 2 million chance for ours. And then there's a Rangers fan. It's all about Celtic. from the We Are the Third Placed People. We'll move from that. Can't wait to watch the boys again. Roll on Tuesday. Celtic first. Blink twice, and you're not being you're not being held hostage, Cal. And then quite a few comments. Won't be buying that shite. Just sign someone. And then soon we'll have the Arabs dancing the tune to whatever. Hashtag sack the board, sign some players, captain pointy clown. So you get the gist of it. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. Celtic fans aren't too happy with the fact that Calmac. I mean, does he look as if he was being held hostage? Please come and get me. I have to say this, or they will do bad things to my toenails. Anyway, let's move on from that this morning, because Celtic do have a game tomorrow evening. Oh, we are back. The world of the Celtic watch-alongs on the One Celtic Fans View is back. As always, it's been a quick, what has it been, 51 days, is it? Since we won the league, was it? I can't remember. It's not been long, has it? And the missus will tell me, she's like, I thought it lasted all summer. But there is only, you're getting excited for this. You're ready. There is only 1 day, 9 hours, and 22 minutes until the next Celtic game. Oh, you can feel it in my finger. Feel it in my bones. Anyway, Celtic are without quite a few players. Can you turn your computer volume up? Can't hear Calmac. Nope. I'm not listening to Calmac because he's been held hostage. And yeah. Anyway, we move on because Celtic have numerous players that aren't back with the squad yet. And as we go into the Shelbourne game, where can you watch the game tomorrow night? If you don't have telly and you want to do the watch along, you won't get a great commentary because it's a watch along, not a commentary. I am not a commentator. I'm just watching with other people, and we're chatting amongst ourselves. The game against Shelbourne starts at 5:50 tomorrow evening on Premier Sports 2. Premier Sports 2. You could see Premier Sports 2 on Premier Sports 2, or if you have, like someone said in the comments, illegal app CSC, I'm sure you could find it on that, and I'm sure it's on Celtic Television. If it's still called Celtic Television when you go to log into it, because it's now the Celtic Player. And we'll see how that works out for us that are not in the United Kingdom. Anyway, there's one player that should be starting in goals tomorrow, and that is Sinisalo. Yes, Vil Sinisalo. He is the number one goalkeeper as it stands at Celtic. But it's been rumoured that Celtic are on the brink of bringing in a £5 million keeper. I would be very, very, very reluctant to spend £5 million on a keeper. Remember the last time that Celtic spent £4.5 million on a goalkeeper. We then let the goalkeeper go for free. We didn't even try and sell him. We ripped up his contract and said, you can just go, son. Just go. Because he was that bad. Whilst it is just all talk at this point, I think that we'll wait and see what happens on the goalkeeper front, because I can't really see. My head says, and my heart says, that there's no way that Celtic's paying €5 million to €7 million on a goalkeeper. Not a chance in hell. But you never know. Martin O'Neill may persuade the board to do otherwise. Anyway, there's a lot of talk about Arne Engels. It seems to be every day that there's another team considering putting an offer in for Arne Engels. I wish somebody would hurry up and do it just so we can get that one done and dusted. And then yeah, we did the boys in Ireland one, and we did the Celtic one. But other than that, it's as you were. We are waiting on Celtic announcing the next player. Player's agent was in over the weekend. We'll just wait and see. Stop the pigeon. Dastardly out. Irishman in Porto's recovered from his long flight back from Toronto. And yeah, it's a funny old. Is that you recovered? Have you? You're heading down to watch Celtic, and since you're in Portugal, it's just down the road from you, aren't you? Ali says that she stayed up to watch the Mexico Cup England. Ended up raging. I've no slept yet. Aye, it was no arms Barcas. Yeah, no arms Barcas for what's it like for the build up for the Portugal Spain game? It's the same as every other World Cup game here. They don't really do build ups. Just they just wait till the day of the game. It's not like the UK where you get wall to wall coverage of it's coming home. Don't watch UK television today if I was you. I'm definitely not. But no, I live in a bubble, mate. So I just live in my own little world, and just I'm that busy doing other stuff that it'll be big before it. But then we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. It's tonight, so anyway, we need one keeper to get a decent one and stop getting 38-year-old freebies, says DJ Kev. Don't you think that the keeper that we've been linked with a couple of, Liam, I've seen your message, but we've been linked with 2 or 3 keepers. So I'm not going to mention and I've seen a lot of Celtic sites mentioning every single player that we're getting linked with, and then 2 hours later, the player's been sold to someone else. So I did say at the beginning of this window, I'm not going to mention the names of every single player that we're linked with, because until we get notification that an agent says that the player's on the way, or we see an Instagram photo of, like you usually see happening, that the player's actually travelling to Glasgow, I'm not participating in it this year because I don't think it is good for the health. And yeah, I think we just wait and see which one. Right, come on, leave her alone. She's trying to sleep. Bloody pests. Anyway, yeah, we do need one keeper, but we'll wait and see. Persuade Dermot, you mean? I think that Martin O'Neill would, yeah. Bain came back and played out his skin. Barkas came back and was still throwing them in his own net. 25 million for Engels would be a great bit of business. Can Celtic get this deal done quicker than, or are Celtic going to hang about? Until a team comes in. This is where we're at. Until a team comes in and places an offer for Arne Engels, he's a Celtic player and he just gets on with his day job, and he's training and he's happy training. The speculation that one team is interested, and it comes the same with Celtic, the speculation for Celtic players. Every day there's a different team getting linked with Arne Engels, allegedly. If we run through it, I mean, I can go through all. I've still got on the system all the players that we were linked with last summer, and none of them came to Celtic. Very little of them. So let's jump into more of the comments. Highlight yesterday was Neymar greeting after the Norway game. Bain, not a bad keeper. Bain was so successful. Back to work today. What are you filming today in Portugal? We need a long-term goalie, please. No more 36-year-old. Isn't Sinisalo the long-term keeper that we've all been looking for? I mean, I think he's a fantastic keeper. I mean, what are the hopes and aspirations of Celtic if they go? And what was the point of bringing in Ross Dohan to Celtic? Because he was getting a game in, week out at Aberdeen. And I don't think that when Ross Dohan was convinced to come back to Celtic by the goalkeeping coach, that part of the conversation was, do you want to come and play third choice keeper? I think Ross Dohan's a bit better than a third choice keeper. I think he might be better than a second choice keeper. But if we go out and spend 4, 5, 6 million on another keeper, what does it say to Ross Dohan? Have we not wasted his time? And it could be it's another perfect scenario. And the thing is, I mean, Ross Dohan will be kept in the squad for a European context. But I do feel that we seem to be bringing in players, and I don't want us to waste Ross Dohan's career. I mean, he came through the system at Celtic. He knew that he wasn't going to get a glance at first team. But because Celtic were kind of struggling in the goalkeeping department with no one from the young, we let go young Toby, who was a fantastic goalkeeper. Why wasn't he kept? He would be on a lot less wages than Ross Dohan. So, for instance, why didn't we keep young Toby and then just let Ross Dohan stay at Aberdeen? If you want to give youngsters a pathway into Celtic, don't give them a pathway and tell them they're not good enough and then let them go. And then a few years later say, do you know what? We made a mistake. Do you want to come back? And then keep them as third choice keeper. It's a strange situation, but it is a very Celtic situation. I'm not going back to work ever. I hate the whole world today. Most says, yeah, you're right, Baz. It's not good for the health. All this jumping on every rumour nonsense. No, it's not, mate. It's I've done it for years now, and I think until we get it pretty much nailed on that a player is coming to Celtic, I think that you're going to get a lot of that. I mean, I'm seeing even more of it now. Even Facebook pages are jumping onto the bandwagon and saying, you know, and everyone's a Celtic journalist, and they're all trying to get a head's front. I mean, there was one saying last week that Celtic had signed some 16-year-old. Celtic still haven't announced the 16-year-old that they signed. So, and it's not like Celtic to put out if they've brought in somebody for the B team. Engels representatives will be working away, chatting to clubs. Is that where? If that's where the speculation is coming from, then there's not a lot that Celtic can do about it. But then Arne Engels has just got to get away doing his thing, and he looks happy enough. I'd be happy with Sinisalo and settled defence. Major injuries to the main players wasn't giving the backline a chance. Do we need to bring in, Gavboy said that, do we need to bring in another defender? And I'll tell you one thing, we've got a £4.3 million defender that's back at training with Celtic. He's been on loan for a couple of years. Norobski's been at Celtic he was brought in the first season that Brendan Rodgers was here. So he was brought in 4 summers ago. Wow. 4 summers ago. Could he be given his chance at Celtic now? Look, we just need to wait and see. As what Celtic need to do is Engels and Dyson and Rio transfer, list them since they're going anyway. I don't think that the days of you transfer listing a player, I think the feelers are kind of put out there. I don't think that there's you're on a transfer list, Sonny. I think clubs and agents talk on such a regular basis, and you know, Rio Hitate's agent did say that he wanted away. So it's up to his agent to find him a team. And that's the hard part when it comes to Rio Hitate. Could be the hard part that's coming with Arne Engels. You know, one that's who's willing to break first and make that first move. The thing is the agent can pretty much speak to other teams indirectly and say, right, this is what we're looking for wage-wise. Are you willing to meet that? And are you willing to meet Celtic's valuation? Bain is more decorated than Alan McGregor. Who cares about Alan McGregor? He's a bigoted so-and-so. I've got to film the Portuguese president visiting some university. Yeah, there we go. Such a high life. From the highlights of being in America, filming the World Cup, to not getting to watch the football, sitting in a media room, to now filming the Portuguese president. Straight back into it. The keeper is not a priority position, said Liam. Ooh, and Jimmy says we need 3 keepers for Europe. We do need 3 keepers for Europe. So Dohan was a sub goalie at Aberdeen. He played the last half of the season before he came to Celtic, did he not? When their keeper got injured. Maybe my mind is We need outfield players. Stop that. No. Down. Jesus. Cats. We need outfield players before I keep on, in my opinion. I'm going to hate to lock these cats in another room when I come I do these lies because they're just terrorising me in the morning. Irishman, if you can catch some footage of the lesser spotted Jota. Was Jota on the air? There's a thing. Was Jota, because there were rumours that Jota was going to be in Portugal with the team. He wasn't pictured coming off the airplane, was he? I can't see it. Can't see it because if he's not going to be back, Celtic would have if Jota was on the airplane, heading to Ireland. He's not going to be there because he's not on the training pitch. They're not expecting him back until there was no Jota. So Jota must still be recuperating in Portugal. He's definitely not training with the first team. So that he's nowhere near the first team. So and that was another rumour that was on one of these Celtic Facebook pages, sites. Big rumour. Oh, Jota's going to be flying to Portugal. He's going to be in training in Portugal. No, he's not. He's not back until November. DG Kev says still need 2 strikers as we have lost another one and one due to leave. Maeda. Dyson's not an out-and-out striker though, is he? He's not a main striker. Seems to be waiting for something, maybe the World Cup finishing to get a few players. No, I just think that we're going for a player that's going to cost about 2.5 million. I agree with whoever said about signing pensioner goalkeepers. Ross is just another Scott Bain. This is very true. Scott Bain was a glorified T-boy at Celtic, third choice keeper. It's a hard place to be. What's Dohan's long-term ambitions? I think you've got to give Scott Bain a bit of credit because at least when Scott Bain left Celtic, he was honest. He said, "I only stayed at Celtic for so long to see out my contracts and make sure that my family were financially secure," because he knew that as soon as he left Celtic, he was not going to be paid the wages that he was on at Celtic. There was no way. So fair play to Scott Bain for hanging around Celtic so long. Scott Bain did admit that he could have left Celtic before. He could have moved on. Fozzie. The record this morning basically saying the Colombian has signed. Well, his agent was in at the weekend, so I think that we're all expecting that one to happen. Keep Rocky should never have been loaned. Never mind keeping Rocky. Gustav Lager-Belke was at the World Cup. Sweden. I don't know if you're talking about a defender that's good enough. But then again, we've still got Cameron Carter-Vickers, Austin Trusty and Liam Scales. Woohoo! And Austin Trusty's still at the World Cup. Did you see that the Americans have got a red card rescinded for the World Cup? Because Trump got on the phone and went, don't. Yeah, shit like that and got it fucking fixed. Here's a big bag of cash. Go and rescind that red card. Cheers. I'll put money in your bank now. I've still got the details from the last time. The World Cup is corrupt as anything. Get rid of Crabbit Face Hatati. He brings the mood down in the squad. Do you think so? Sriracha deal's a strange one. Is it? Do Celtic get money from Ayer being in the quarters? Christopher Ayer? No. He left Celtic a long time ago. Need to get this cat signed up more lively than the Celtic board. Yes, that's why I called him Fozzie. You should see him playing with a wee body. He's fucking all over the place. Ah, it's no wonder. Joe, they're the bane of my life at the moment. They're absolutely fantastic. They can be as sweet as they want, but then they just go, Fozzie, right, come here, come here, come here. Like, what are you doing? No, there's nothing you can get. Right, you going? Goodbye. Look how big he's getting. You remember when we first got him? I could hold him in my hand. Right, go. Ah, Chancer. And away. This is like Groundhog season, same story every year. Yes, it is that. How about Trusty? Will Celtic get decent money with America doing well in the World Cup? Yes, Celtic will keep on getting money as long as a player is at the World Cup. Groundhog Days that the fans keep paying tickets and merchandise. Um, I usually like a mischievous pussy. Don't be going down that road in the chat. Jesus. Did you see Engel's face getting on the plane? No. Did he not look happy? Oh, there it's there. Great. We're going to another country where it rains. Yeah, great. Thought it was going to be sold. 25 million, they said. Now I'm going to land in a country where it just rains as much as Glasgow. Hmm. He does look a bit pissed off, huh? Or maybe it's just a bad angle. Maybe he's like, oh, fucking hate. Maybe he hates flying. Maybe he does not like flying. Maybe we're giving him a bit of a hard time. Maybe that's all it is. Who am I trying to kid? But anyway, that was Stephen that said about the face of. Yeah, we'll make money on Trusty still being at the World Cup every day. Forgot the number per day. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's just more money to the Celtic board. I mean, we're going to rake in 50 million this year. Um, maybe to do a deal with the midfielder Torino. Now looking at Engels. I'm getting Alfie Devine. There's a lot of people talking about Alfie Devine. A lot of the Spurs sites talking about Alfie Devine maybe coming to Celtic. Celtic should spend at least 10 million on a striker and another 10 on Engels replacement, says Lee. I, I put a poll out yesterday asking if Celtic would spend over 10 million on a player, and a lot of people didn't seem to think so. It's a shitty Ryanair flight. No wonder he's raging. Was it not the Irish flight company, not the other Irish flight one? It's just his face. It's just his face. Can't judge anyone by a still image. Jesus, says Cold Daddy. Looks sheepish, that hairdo. It's a very young team hairdo, isn't it? It's I don't get it. I don't get the young team with this. As long as he doesn't do that, the shave at the sides and then grow it long at the back, Alan Engels will get away with it. Luke McCowan tried that, didn't he? It's just where's Scott Brown when you need him? Just to shave their head every day. I miss having someone at Celtic that shaves their head every day. We need to get it back. We need to get someone back at the club that just gets out. Right, no, that's it. I swear to God, I'm going to get off the chair. Ouch, my legs. Crazy cats. Yes, when I need someone back at the club, the cats are doing my head in this morning. I need someone back at the club that wet shaves their head every day, so that I feel that I have a connection with one of the players again. Because it was Aer Mingus. There we go. Let's face it, Belgium and Germany are hardly tropical, so pretty sure Arnie is used to the rain. Yeah, maybe right there. It's maybe have a point with that one. Let me just swear to Fozzie. Two of them are now fighting at my feet. Anyway, we need a baldy. Aye, we do, don't we? We need someone that shaves their head. More interested in shaving their legs these days. Don't know where that came from. If we take in the money being suggested for these player sales, then £10 million for players isn't a lot to ask for. They're running rings around. They are running around with. These cats are the best bit. They are. Baz, you need a wee fleece blanket to put around my legs. They would still climb. One of them almost got me a cracker with her little claws. I need to stop wearing shorts because it climbed right up my leg, and I was like, Joe, a wee slight to the left, and I'm out the game completely. You get what I'm saying? I hope you had a great birthday, Helen. Was it Helen's birthday today or yesterday? Engels and Hitati have been very similar looking, considering the picture you showed, Baz. And there we go this morning. That's bang on the 30 minutes. It's was it yesterday your birthday, Helen, or was it today? I'm not too sure. I just seen a birthday message thing. Other than that, we are just waiting for Celtic to play their first game tomorrow. Who's getting excited about the watch alongs being back? Yes, it is 1 hour, 1 day, sorry. No, get off my legs, you little monster. 1 day, 8 hours and 58 minutes until Celtic kick off again. The bore of pre-season games. We love it. We love it. And we'll be doing a watch along for that. And also, it's, I'm bald and available. I'll take £2,000 a week. It says Grab Boy. The two Celtic cat views. It is that, isn't it? It's they're going to have their own show. They're just going, like, they're getting locked in another room. What? I think Sterling gets his hair cut every week, costing something like £500 a cut. What? It cost me $7.99 for razors because I've got these fantastic Spanish razors that are way better than Gillette, and they're only €7 a packet, and then about £2.50 for shaving foam. It does me out about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Jesus, God, bugger that, isn't it? Anyway, that is me done and dusted for this morning. Thank you to everyone who has been on this morning. I will be doing a video later on this afternoon as we prepare for the game tomorrow night. We'll look at a preview at the game tomorrow night. We'll look at the players that we have left at the club and the players that made the journey over to Ireland. Who will start? Who knows? We'll wait and see. We'll talk about that this evening. Until then, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are all around the world. Get off my leg, Fozzie. I'm about to scream. He's clawed right into my leg. Right.